Hello and welcome back to Byzantium. Last time we were contemplating attacking the Austrians, and that is exactly what we'll be doing. We'll be hoping that we can do so without dragging in the annoying, well, I dare say annoying, troops of one Polish monarch. That guy sucks, but it's all we got, so we'll have to go for him. But even so, hopefully we can drag, as I said, the Austrians into this without actually having to fight the Poles, since France is allied with the Poles. As long as I can actually get the French into this war at the same time as everyone else. Also a little bit, I also think that the Poles would be more confident in keeping their alliance with France rather than Austria. So well, hopefully this will turn out the way that I want to. Brandenburg, Saxe-Lauenburg, not a factor. The only problem could be the English. They haven't actually gained or lost anything in the English mainland except for I promise it, Ireland. Wow, that's nice. Ireland actually formed on their own. But with that said, we hopefully will be able to take down Austria a couple of notches. That will be our aim here. And hopefully with the French in, we can make things go our way here. Let's see here. Yeah. Just as I anticipated, the Poles didn't actually join in thanks to the French. Milan didn't like it though. I guess we have to stop them. Stability hit there, a little bit bad. But with this, we are more or less now guaranteed ourselves a victory here. I dare say. Also, we will be. Apparently, I forgot. No, actually, what the hell is wrong with my spacebar? It didn't stop time when I wanted it to. But even so, these guys will attack in 18th. They actually changed course for the other guys, but even so, that's a bigger army, so I don't see why. What the hell that will attack you? Screw you. But even so, this is actually quite dangerous because we will lose a lot of men. Since we are the new mechanics. As you can see, we're actually about to lose this battle. I think. No, we won it, but we sacrificed about 9,000 to kill 5. It's not too bad, but it's not great either. We'll send these guys, or we'll actually send both armies after them. I have no idea how far they'll actually run. We'll actually send, or we'll split them up. These are my regular troops, so we'll send them back home. As I said, yeah, they're actually running quite far. So we'll be starting the sieges here. We'll have the rest of the troops stand in basically in Trent or Lienz and wait for them. They'll probably come back and attack, so that doesn't really matter. We'll use these. My spacebar is apparently not working at all today, because when I think I've pressed it, I apparently have not. So yeah, we'll be placing these guys in Lienz, and I'm pretty sure the Austrians will actually go ahead and try to attack us. And that will be what we will be aiming for here, that the Austrians attack us. We have money to keep on for quite a while too. That's not a problem. I do want to finish the religious ideas before I go for or focus on admin tech, simply because of the fact that better relations over time will be an important one. And apparently the Austrian army is basically back to full strength here, which is kind of spooky. But we have the Frenchies running around here, and apparently they decided that they wanted to not fight. I have no idea what the Frenchies are actually planning here, but for the time being, we'll be trying to join them up, or try to cause some issues here. I have no idea what these guys are actually plotting, but if I do this, will everyone then go there? No, the French will actually not go there. Yeah, if that army goes up to Lienz, I should be just fine. The problem here is these guys are actually just bouncing back and forth because the AI doesn't know what to do, and that's basically confusing everyone right now. But even so, we should be just fine. I'll once we actually get a decisive battle, I'll get back to you. As you can see, we're currently done two great things. We have Court Venezia, which is great. It'll boost my economy pretty substantially. And we also siege Vienne, which will give us some sort of war score here. But apparently the defender controls Trent. So once Trent's full, we basically have what we need to get a fair peace deal, I think. There are some issues, and that is, well, frankly, I don't enjoy the English in Morea, and I don't enjoy these Epirate nationalists on my lands. Apparently the guy that I sent to the Ottomans have been kicked home, I guess. Should be fine either way. We will improve our relationship with Styria. Hopefully I can get the remainder of the provinces now, so I can actually start the integration, and from there get things going my way. We are losing just a little bit of cash this time, mostly because I lost most of my mercenaries to an Austrian attack. No idea where the Austrians actually ended up afterwards. It was the French that actually sent them up here. Even so, it seems that the French are being screwed up there, but I'm pretty sure we'll get some sort of deal from this. 3 prestige versus wow. We'll send these guys down so apparently I just found the French army. That's kind of annoying. If I do this and not mark them, then simply 3,000 men, but if I do this, then we have 36,000. We'll be sending these guys up there, but I can't actually send them up there, so I'll be sending now how many? 36,000 men to deal with 3k rebels. How cute is that? I believe a big nation like France, who actually has more than enough troops to win a war like this on their own, should be able to have control of their own troops. I shouldn't have to babysit someone like that. That's kind of annoying, but still. I know the so what can I call it, the code or something isn't exactly done, but even so, that's just annoying. We'll also be going down and deal with these English troops pretty soon, but as you can see here, the sieges are coming along pretty nicely, so we should win it without too much trouble. As you can see here, this war is more or less already over. We have 41%. There's actually no real reason to drag this one out, I think. So I think I'll just go for having Austria give up 4 provinces to Styria. Will most likely can't in the next war. I could potentially also just ignore Sundgau, but no, we'll actually have to go for this, it seems. I could always just drag it out a little further, but it's just better to take another war, I think, and take Canton in that one. It'll basically be a short war then, but also because the Corfu Emperor Nationalists have actually taken Corfu, so I have to deal with that as well. But with this deal, we'll be getting some provinces back. We'll keep good relations with the French still, and also, as you can see here, the English are actually starting to cause some problems for the French themselves. So I think I'll end it here. It doesn't matter, it won't actually help me dragging this one out at all. So taking these provinces is probably for the best. The only real scary thing is this one. I'll get aboard with France, but yeah, I think I will be okay even so. There we go. Austria has, we lost the claims to the Jens and Trent. Can't actually care that much about it. But yeah, that is actually what we have just done. Unfortunately, I am actually suffering some sort of attrition here. And also, well, I'll have these guys join up in Styria then, and then split them up again. But with this, we have won that war. The Ottomans apparently are still having some sort of trouble here, but I have no idea actually why. It's probably still, since they're still at war with Muscovy, they're probably suffering some sort of attrition to boot. So potentially declaring war on the Ottomans here, and even getting some sort of deal here with the Polish. I'm a little bit, yeah, still allied with France, Austria, everything. A little bit surprised though they're actually still allied with Austria. Well, we'll have to figure that one out later, but we're at least getting some lands with gaining profit, I dare say. And the only real issue here will be once we actually have to take the Italian lands from France and Spain here. But as far as this is gone, I'm kind of happy. We are doing progress. I know I'm kind of slow, but in a game that goes to 1800 and something, I think, haven't actually checked the end date. Just taking Europe isn't really that something that requires you to be hasty, I dare say. And also, I simply want to be a little bit over the attack of the Ottomans. Right now, I am currently at 13. I get my new troops at 18, and that's actually far away. So attacking the Ottomans around 15 is actually kind of stupid because they will have better troops than me, and that'll screw me over. I could also potentially try to westernize, but I'm still only 3 attacks behind. So that'll have to wait. We also should potentially try to look into getting a guy, but with my current troops, that's kind of expensive. So once again, we'll have to wait a little bit. We'll most likely consider attacking the Ottomans pretty soon too, if we are going to attack at all. So we'll see how it turns out. I'll probably go or start building a fleet now, unless I get galleys next episode. Next tech level, so that could potentially be something. And I'll also do a little bit of quick check to see if it's galleys or yeah, it's actually galleys. So waiting that tech level to get better galleys is potentially the best thing I can do right now. So I think we'll do that, and then once we have, we'll declare war on the Ottomans. So we'll see how it turns out. There we go. Croatia has finally become a well, integrated part of my nation, I guess I should say. And with that, we should now have at least some better monetary-wise and otherwise gains. I am currently trying to get some rebels in the Ottoman lands, but it doesn't really help. And also the scary part here is that I'm pretty sure that the Poles will actually give the Ottomans... Nope, they won't. So waiting for that level to get galleys is potentially a very, very nice thing to do. Because once we have those galleys, we can block the straits for the Ottomans. I think I'll build 30-40 galleys, so I think I should just save money. Also, it seems Milan is on the uprise with the help of these Lombardian patriots. Milan has a claim to this province only, but I'm a little bit surprised it actually didn't get to province itself. I could potentially also declare war on heretics. What the hell? Well, heretics have to be dealt with. Swift and painfully, unfortunately, but that doesn't really matter. We will be dealing with them. As I was saying, we'll also be removing these fleets because, well, protecting trade is important, but they're just annoying. And with that said, we'll be sitting by waiting a little bit further. I will accept that. Lombard patriots. What the hell does those patriots want then? Is it Savoyan? Wow, it's potentially Savoyan, guys. That's a little bit interesting, but we'll see how this turns out. There we also go. We got the last idea, so now we can actually start focusing on admin tech again. 498 only, a neighbors bonus, imperial integrity, Western arms trade. A lot of these things are helping me. With that said, we should potentially not have taken counter-reformation. Now I think about it, it's just slowing me down right now. But we have taken it, and we can't actually just go back and say, "Hey, we don't want this puppy." So that's too bad. But that's how things work. With that said, however, we will most likely start screwing over the Ottomans. They have military access from Poland, it seems. They must have. See here, Ottoman and Lithuania, yeah. So that could potentially be what screws us over if we declare war on the Ottomans. That the Poles will actually give them military access. One way to combat that, however, would be to vassalize Crimea if they're not already a vassal of... Yeah, they're already a vassal of the Ottomans. So Poland is basically granting the guys they're in conversation with military access. Doesn't really make that much sense to me, I dare say. Apparently the English have declared war on Ireland. That could be interesting to watch as well. And also we will, as you know, go for another war against the Austrians. We'll also try to get the Hungarians here. They're actually duchy now. Get them back their lands and then integrate them. But all in good time. We'll have to, once again, I'll be sitting by waiting for that diplomacy tech level, and then we will be trying to take out the Ottomans. Hopefully that'll work out. I know I should potentially have taken out Sardinia already, but I'm a little bit frightened that a move like that may make the French not like me as much. So we'll have to be careful. As you can see here, they actually changed their attitude to threatened. I don't get why. They have way more forces than me. They can kick my ass any day of the week if they wanted to. What could potentially be a good move then, apparently Milan has lost Cuneo. What could be a good move then is to secure the Italian mountains, the Alps, I think. No, yeah, the Alps, and then use them to our advantage to basically screw over the French. But I don't know. We'll have to think about it and see what we'll do. Another stability drop thanks to a bad event, but even so, we need to possibly boost it sooner or later, but for now we should be fine. We're also closing in on the amount of diplomacy power we need thanks to getting 9 a month, so we should be fine there too. We'll, as I said, most likely build a pretty huge fleet of galleys, and then we will be trying to use that in an attempt to block out the Ottomans. We have had a failed war with them, and hopefully we'll not do the exact same mistakes again. Can't promise anything though, so we'll have to see how it turns out. Might even lose. Yeah, we actually lost that battle, and these guys decided to, instead of running into the boat, they actually fled very far. I could also build an embassy, but I don't actually have any need for another diplomat right now. I have we'll probably build it later. Right now, money is more important to have, simply because of the fact that, well, a stability hit or 2,000 rebels. What do you prefer to kill off? Is the question. We'll be killing off those 2,000 rebels, I guess, and also we will be sending these guys to deal with the peasants, because those were actually pretty tough peasants. And yeah, without anything else to say, we will most likely go after the Austrians too pretty soon. The truce is over, so I can potentially just go ahead and screw them over. Also, I got a little bit more interest, or a little bit more better at keeping an eye on my my cardinals. Hopefully now I'll actually be able to take control of the Curia. That would be very beneficial to me, but we'll have to see how that turns out. I can't actually promise anything. Also, the French are still happy with me, although they are threatened. I don't really get why. I'm not planning to attack them. I'm simply planning to. I wish you could actually tell the AI what your plans are and make a deal with them. You take the western part of the map, I take the eastern, for example. Or I'm simply trying to control Italy. You have 2 provinces that I might need later, but they're not a problem right now. That's at least the benefit of playing with humans. But even so, I might actually start a multiplayer game where you guys could potentially join me. I do fairly suck at multiplayer because I mostly just need a little bit of time to think, get strategies going, but I'm not completely bad. But that'll probably be something I'll start down later. If you guys are interested, just drop a comment, tell me, and I might actually set something up, plan, or try to plan something, and we'll see what we'll do with it. We're actually still ranked 19th, which is kind of surprising, but that'll probably grow as time goes by. We also, as I said, I also want to westernize, but we'll keep up for quite a while still, so we'll have to see how that actually turns out. But for now, we'll be waiting for the next level of diplomacy. Then we'll most likely build a 2040 fleet of galleys and lightships, and then we'll aim to screw over the Ottomans by blocking the strait. The only problem then is Poland actually ends up causing trouble. So potentially what I can do then is simply to join the coalition and then declare war. That is very much a possibility that I might actually go for. So yeah, we'll have to see how that turns out. I have no idea who is actually in the coalition, if it's just Poland. But even so, me and Poland should be able to screw over the Ottomans if the only choke point will be over here. So we'll have to see how that turns out. But for now, we'll be aiming to well, get ourselves most likely another war with Austria, most likely one with Genoa. Hopefully we can force Genoa to give Milan something back now, and potentially I can vassalize Milan after that. But it all depends. We'll have to see how it plays out. But this will be the end of this episode. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like. I'll see you around next time. Bye.